Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at, of course, basically the performance of another great duo to utilize in Dokkan Battle. Now in Dokkan I always like to look at combinations of units that not only are fun to run, but also of course can create incredible performances. The really cool thing about like this combination is that they are a absolute killer in super duper high damage situations. So they are an absolute machine in the hard content, and the reason for this is quite simple. Janemba is an incredibly powerful defensive unit who can very quickly build himself up in that first slot. He's got guard, he's got nullification, he's got evasion, he's got a ton of great stuff. But also he shares very crucial links with our good friend Buuhan, especially when Buuhan transforms. So for example, they share big bad bosses. I believe they share fear and faith, legendary power, fierce battle. So they share very decent links, and what's super interesting, when assessing Janemba is that, well, they share 5 links: shocking speed as well, metamorphosis, fear and faith, fierce battle, and legendary power. And then when transformed, they share big bad bosses, metamorphosis, and shocking speed, and that's huge. Those are huge links, and it doesn't take long. This is what makes the combination so good. It doesn't take long for the Buuhan to get up to speed. Buuhan needs at most maybe 1 or 2 turns to really get going. He can be at 500,000 defense after simply 1 turn or 2 turns, and then after that you can transform him alongside Janemba and he'll get to like 1.5 million defense pretty much with incredible ease. So what happens then is you have a situation where basically Janemba is like being this incredibly strong, incredibly powerful unit that provides a lot of additional coverage for Buuhan, and then Buuhan gets that time to build himself up and then augment Janemba when he needs the boost by transforming and giving him big bad bosses. So it's huge. It's a very, very cool combination, and I think for me it's incredibly fun to utilize. So I think they are one of those combinations of units that functions at such an incredibly high level that they can really do well in almost any event. I find that they just perform really well together. They cover each other immensely. They obviously share some incredibly powerful links that are always going to be super duper important. And for me, I think that they run really, really well. I do think obviously they could eventually be worn out. I mean, Janemba is a good, tanky, incredibly strong unit. I don't know if he'll be a good, tanky, incredibly strong unit forever. He might be one of those units that, unfortunately, due to stat increase, eventually tapers off and cannot be a first slot tank. But that's okay. Not every unit has to be a first slot tank forever, and I think Janemba achieves what he needs to achieve, generally speaking, right now, very well. So he and Buuhan make a killer combination. Damage-wise, they put out some really good damage. You have a lot of healing as well because of metamorphosis, which I think is really, really cool as well. So you get that healing from them, and just in general, I think you get a very, very cool performance. So I, for one, very impressed, very, very impressed with this combination of units. It's very quickly become one of my favorite ones, and I love double tech Broly, but I will sometimes choose the uncontrollable power team just because of the power of this combination of incredibly awesome units, which I just find hilariously fun to run. and so quick and easy to build up. Like I said, you know, by the time Janemba and them are built up, by the time Janemba's built up, by the time Buuhan's built up, it's not far into the fight, you know. Generally, their third turn out together, you can pretty much just roll with it. Whereas, like, yeah, with other builds and everything, you'll probably find, you know, there's a little bit of weakness there. These guys right now just have the right tempo and control for, you know, what's to come, basically. But yeah, I think they are really awesome.